Well, the great thing about opera is that it is, you know, all of the arts rolled into one. It's so visual, it's so physical, and the music and the singing, you know, when everything really works together, I think it works like no other theatre form. And, you know, it is difficult to get them all working together, but that's what it should be. Yes, there's not so much spoken word, although there is actually quite a lot of spoken word in many operas. But the skill is to make the singing feel like speaking. If you sort of have moments where you forget that people are singing, you know you're on the right track. Because what they're usually singing is such a heightened level of emotion that it's right to sing it. It would be very difficult to speak it. That's what it's about. It's working at such a high level of emotion that you need to sing. Or dance. I mean, that's where dance works as well. You're working on a very, very high level of being. I think it really depends who you're working with. I mean, each singer is very, very different and will have different ways that they want to work. And it has been interesting working on this because I've had two casts. And you can't just teach the second cast what the first cast did. You have to if a sequence is very tightly choreographed or very complicated. And particularly with comedy and props and stuff, well, you know, we take a long time to work out the simplest way of doing it, the way that works, and so then we stick to that. But very, very emotional passages, you will find that different singers have very different approaches, and I have to work with them. I have to be sympathetic to how they want to work. I chose to take a historical setting in the sense that we're just before the First World War. We're Christmas 1913. Because for me the First World War changed absolutely everything about the 20th century, so I'm playing it in the last possible moment before everything changed. You can play Bohème in 2012, it's not a problem, it's just not something I decided to do. I see it as the last flourishing of the old world, so everything is, there's a huge sense of festivity and of abandon and gaiety about the piece. So that's what I've tried to bring from that period. But at the same time, it's a very sort of theatricalized representation of that period. So, for example, there are no walls in Rodolfo's studio. There is a door and there is a window, because you really have to have those things. And there is an easel, because Marcello is a painter. But I've tried to make it as simple and as austere a theatricality as possible, without making it impossible to live in, because you have to live in it. But I think it's just a very simple way of telling the story, and hopefully a clear way.